Hello, friends. Just wanted to do a video because it's that time again. I'm going to go vote Tuesday. Tuesday is the day. If you've already voted, you've participated in the early voting, hey, that's cool. I got nothing against it. But I will tell you why I don't early vote. It's because if something were to happen between the time I early voted and actual legit voting day, then I would have concerns. If there was something that gave me a second thought, you just never know. You don't know what the hell's going to happen. I mean, I'm not gonna feel proud about it, but I want to say it was 2012, 2014, 2008, somewhere in there. I voted for fucking Ralph Nader because I wasn't going to vote for Barack Obama and I wasn't going to vote for what's his name from Salt Lake City, wherever the fuck he's from. Not voting, just nobody on the ballot that I even would consider. And I thought, well, I'll vote for Ralph. He's on the ballot. I think he got 2% of the vote. Didn't matter to me. It's my vote. I can do whatever the fuck I want, right? So, go out, exercise your right to vote, and be glad that you did. If you're in the United States, if you're in another country that votes another time, whatever, vote there too, though. Do your due diligence and exercise your right to vote. In Missouri, we've got a couple things on the ballot. They've got all these commercials. I will be so happy when the commercials are done. I'm sick of it. Fuck, what is it? Question number 3 or something. It's about abortion law in Missouri, and the Secretary of State or whatever enacted like it's an abortion ban, but in the state of Missouri, abortions haven't been performed. I mean, you just don't see it. You don't see it. Years ago, I was firsthand. I mean, I didn't get anybody pregnant, right? Not me, not my kid, Billy G. Not my kid. No, someone real close to me had an unplanned pregnancy, and there was a termination involved, and I drove them down there, and it was not in the state of Missouri. Abortions back in the day in our area, people would travel to KCK, and that's where they would terminate pregnancy. Worst decision of their lives, of course. And of course, they've got these commercials, right? Oh, I had a problem, and what are we gonna do with, if someone gets raped or something like that, and the woman goes through this terrible, traumatizing event, and yeah, I get it, but I want to tell you that I don't know if it was before I was born or about the time I was born. A cousin of mine went on a date and was raped, and ended up bringing the child to full term, giving the child up for adoption. She was a teenager, and that was the result of a rape. And I promise you, she was not traumatized at all. And what do we got? What do we got? Shoot, I apologize for not remembering the names of my own cousins, Missy and shit. Oh, I'm terrible. Anyway, there's two of them, Chrissy and Missy, and one was given up, as an adoption, and the other one was born to parents in a home and all that. Both of these girls turned out just fine. There's nothing wrong with the girls, and what a blessing that they survived, and there wasn't anything horrible done. I understand that, yeah, rape and incest. Okay, I get it. But it's such a touchy subject. There's no one. I'm not going to say no one, but there's a ton of people in this country that in the world, I believe, honestly, in the world population, that do not believe in abortion as a form of birth control. Um, if people do, if there are people that do believe that, and you're watching this right now, just turn it off. Get the fuck away from me because I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Um, Abortion should never be an option for birth control. I just don't agree with that, and I have a right to my opinion, right? But talk to somebody that's done something like that. You know, and listen, if even if the child wasn't planned, but there was a problem with the pregnancy, there was a miscarriage or required early termination, for the child wasn't going to be viable, the fetus wasn't going to be viable, the child wasn't going to survive out of the womb. These things happen, and these people are heartbroken, even if the pregnancy was not planned. As a mother, as a woman, speaking as a woman, no, as a woman, they they are just terribly upset about situations like this. It's not something fun. It's not something funny. Uh, so I don't feel like my tax dollars need to be paying for any abortions, terminations, whatever you want to call them. Uh, it's not okay for me to be using my tax dollars for someone to terminate a pregnancy. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna vote pro life. Uh, I am pro choice. I mean, I know I've been preaching. Oh my God, but no, I'm pretty much pro choice. I'm all about women's rights. Everybody's rights. Everybody's rights. I feel that there are terminations in pregnancy without consulting the father of the child. I understand the woman is in a different situation completely, right? She's the one that has to make the decision, do I carry this baby to term for 9 months? You know, and those are decisions that are not I don't think considered lightly. But I feel like the father of that child should be informed, and should have some sort of say, even if it's minimal, even if it's 80-20. At least try to make considerations, because you're terminating a life. You're ending a life, and it's it's not it's not uh, it's not a small decision. But anyway, that's one of the big things that I got to vote on Tuesday, and I don't know how the vote. I don't know how the vote's going to end up because of the propaganda. There's the commercial that says, "Well, I had a problem with my pregnancy, and the doctors wouldn't help me, and I had to carry my baby to term and died immediately." Listen, there's not an abortion ban in this state. There's an abortion law that says that you basically says you can't use abortion for birth control purposes. So yeah, there's propaganda, there's commercials trying to sway the vote. Do your own research, but whatever. If you look at the population in general, the bill or the decision or the opinion on matters like this or surrounding abortion are split 50-50 pretty much throughout the United States. So the overturning of Roe v. Wade allowed some states, like the state of Oklahoma, to implement a 100% abortion ban, and I don't like that. I frown upon that. Um, and this was implemented by the governor of the state. So I don't know if they're voting on it or what the hell they're doing, but it needs to be, a populist vote. Local locally, they need to tally all the votes, come up with a bill, tally the votes, and make a decision on what the people want. Right. So I'm glad it went back to the states and it got away from the federal level. Yet I do agree that there needs to be some sort of uniform guidelines throughout the United States. It's just crazy. And on another note, my buddy that owned the racetrack up at Osborne passed away Saturday. So very, very sad news. He was a great guy, loved by many people. Um, just don't have anything bad to say about the dude, and nor would I want to. But yeah, no, no bad, no bad thoughts about him. There are some. There's people that go to listen. There's people that go to the racetracks and they're fucking crybabies, and it just pisses you off. They'll get out of their car, they'll throw their helmet, they'll throw a fit like a little baby. Fuck those guys. And they're the ones that are like, that guy is this, that guy's that. And I'll say that about Mike Johnson up at Winston. I don't like the guy. He's not truthful. He's dishonest. He's not genuine. Racing's a family. No, no, no. You're not telling us the truth. You're just bullshitting around. But when you were at Osborne, you were family, and you were treated as such. The whole family. It was a whole family deal. So anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna have a drink. Will you have a drink with me? This is gonna be my voter's drink, I think. It's gonna include some spicy hot cinnamon whiskey because we need to heat some shit up. This is Red Eye Hot. I don't remember where it's from. I better set that down. Let's take a look. Ah, jeez. I don't even remember. Grand River Spirits in Carbondale, Illinois. So if you've ever been on the Shawnee Wine Trail in southern Illinois, you've probably enjoyed yourself. If not, you should go. Make a trip out of it. Whatever. I would recommend going in the springtime because the apple trees are in bloom. It's very pretty. Springtime in southern Illinois is really nice, really enjoyable. Of course, I like springtime in a lot of places. Not in Texas. I don't like Texas. Anyway, but it goes from I wish I had a map, but Carbondale down to Paducah on a highway on the west side, and then there's a highway on the east side. So you kind of do an oval, I guess you would say. Total, and if you go all the way down and all the way back up, you're probably looking at 100 miles. Or you can zigzag across and do a zipper, and that works. And then if you stop in Paducah, definitely go to the Moonshine Museum, I think, is there. It's downtown. I never knew that Paducah was actually the world capital of the not stitching or darting, but whatever they make, the not Afghans, but people make quilts. Like the quilting capital of the world is in Paducah, Kentucky. Never knew. Who knew? Who knew? These ladies show up every year. They have this annual deal, and the streets are full of crazy blue hairs. Anyway, we're going to have some whiskey. We're going to have a drink. Toast my old friend Mike Franks. Man, going to miss that dude. Just love him to death. It just shows how fast things can go. I think it was the weekend before Labor Day. September. He was hurting so bad that he went to the hospital. Back pain. He knew something was wrong, but he'd been fighting it for a little bit, and by Monday he knew that there was a tumor on his spine, and then a couple weeks later, maybe 10 days later, they started him on chemo, and then what do we got? 3 weeks after that, he passed away. But if I'm if I've got some sort of cancer, that's kind of the way I want to go. You know, there's people had tumors in their head, and they get chunks of their head where they take out pieces of their brain or work on their spinal cord trying to block nerves, and suffer for years and years and years, and just don't seem to get any relief at all. And it's sad. um, I don't know. I just feel like I'm blessed to be healthy. I'm blessed to be helping folks out and living such a good life. Crazy at times. I haven't been able to do anything. I got a carburetor on the Bugatti, and I went to wire up my ignition, and I've got to do a little bit of work on it, just a little bit. And I got a new shop kitty. She's whiny, but she doesn't show up very often. She just kind of hides back in the back of the shop. I think she's an indoor cat. I don't know. But as long as she catches mice, I'm happy with her. I feed her, and she loves on me and everything. She bites a little hard. She bit the shit out of my finger today. She was like, she gets back there on her back teeth, and you know, man, you got to take it easy, cat. Oh, by the way, that's with RC Cola. Why? Because we're on a budget, bitch. Anyway, yeah, go out and vote. Make it a priority, because your vote counts. Your vote's important. You are important, and you matter. Make your voice heard, and that's the most I can say. And God bless you, and cheers, and all that good stuff. Nothing but good vibes going your way. Say a little prayer for my buddy Mike, and I guess go out and live a good life. Go to the Shawnee Wine Trail in Illinois. Make a plan. Do that this spring. It's coming up. April. Make it April. April, May, right in there. That's the perfect time. You got it planned? Put it on your calendar. Put it on your calendar. Get yourself a little Sharpie. Open your fucking 2025 calendar. Don't tell me you don't have one. I got mine the other day, and I scribble all my shit down. So put it down on your calendar. Make a point of it. Southern Illinois, Murfreesboro? No, god dang. Carbondale, Illinois, Paducah, Illinois, Paducah, Kentucky, whatever. Just make it there, enjoy it, have a good time, take a trip, or go to Herman. We're going to Herman for Veterans Day. I'm just riding along, man. I don't make these plans. I just follow along. But we're gonna go down there and get on the bus, and you ride the bus around. You got the little wristband. You ride the bus around, and they got like 10 of them, and you just get on one wherever, and they take you wherever. It makes life easy. So anyway, go out, have yourself a good time, enjoy your week. It's Tuesday. Enjoy your week, and enjoy your what's left of the month of October. And go out and vote, motherfucker. Go out and vote. All right, see ya.